On February 28, 2013, an EF3 tornado tore through Andersonville, Georgia. As reported by WES-TV, emergency dispatchers noticed a crucial mistake only moments before the tornado hit. The tornado sirens in Andersonville hadn't gone off. Having lived in Tornado Alley all my life, I know that people generally assume, in the case of an emergency, the sirens will go off, alerting everyone at risk of the imposing danger. However, according to the Denver Post of September 26, 2012, the largest percentage of people that hear their sirens in communities with tornado sirens that are not brand new or well updated is 40% at the maximum. And according to the official website of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, last updated February 1st, 2013, no state in the U.S. is unlikely to have severe weather, and tornado sirens are our first line of defense. Tornado sirens save lives. Therefore, it is imperative that we protect our citizens by ensuring the proper working condition of every siren across the United States. We will first discuss the problem of outdated and untested tornado sirens. Second, analyze the causes, before finally considering some solutions. Because as ABC News stated on March 8, 2013, severe weather can happen any time of day at any time of year. So we always need to be prepared. ABC reported on February 28, 2013, that tornado sirens in Forest City, Arkansas aren't working. Mayor Larry Bryant stated after the warning system most recently failed, "I don't know what happened. They are supposed to be working on the sirens. Nobody told me they weren't working." The problem associated with tornado sirens is twofold. Tornado sirens aren't updated and aren't properly tested. First, tornado sirens haven't been updated. According to a February 14, 2013 Blytheville Courier news article, parts needed to upgrade old sirens cost thousands of dollars per siren. This means that communities are often left hoping that the sirens in their areas that don't need to be repaired will reach each of their citizens. But WSFA News of January 31st, 2013 explains that this is not the case. Tornado sirens only have a sound range of about 1 mile, meaning that any individual living beyond a 1 mile radius of tornado sirens won't be able to hear them go off. Second, tornado sirens aren't being properly tested. A KCTV5 article, last updated November 15, 2012, states that when it comes to tornado sirens, there are no regulations. Testing and maintenance are left up to the communities that own the devices. Because tornadoes do not occur on a regular basis in every part of the country, the national government leaves the responsibility of ensuring that those communities who are in danger zones are kept safe in the hands of those communities' leaders. We so often take what we consider an obviously necessary precaution for granted, and it is this assumption that has led to the endangerment of our citizens nationwide. WREX News reported on March 8, 2013, that the city of Caledonia, Wisconsin still doesn't have a single siren in their town, even though tornadoes have leveled multiple homes and barns over the last few years. There are two causes behind the recent failures of tornado sirens: unrealistic social dependence on sirens and a desensitization towards them. First, according to meteorologist Roger Edwards on the Storm Prediction website, last updated February 28, 2013, there isn't even a nationwide requirement for tornado sirens, even though they're used in the case of any emergency: hurricanes, earthquakes, air raids, snowstorms, and the like. For example, the West Hawaii Today website, last updated January 6, 2013, states that the city of Hilo is continuing to have problems activating all of its 71 sirens, after 21 of those sirens proved to be dysfunctional during the tsunami evacuations of October 27, 2012. The fact that these sirens aren't all functioning properly in a place that's so extremely prone to severe weather means that there is something amiss with our current warning system. Perhaps we will have a better method of warning people of oncoming danger in the future. But right now, tornado sirens are the best means of accomplishing this task that we have. So whether you live in West Virginia, California, Texas, or you're visiting Kansas, you are supposed to be protected by the presence of tornado sirens in every community. Second, the failure on behalf of our society to be proactive. The fact of the matter is, it always takes the occurrence of some terrible tragedy to spur people to action. We cannot know the exact death toll of people who perish because they weren't warned of an emergency. But according to NOAA, 133 tornadoes have already occurred this year, 2 of which resulting in fatalities. We have the power to ensure that the people are able to protect themselves in the case of an emergency, thus reducing the number of deaths that occur to natural disasters each year. If we are not prepared in the case of any emergency, then the only result will be a higher rate of injury and fatality because these people weren't prepared. According to the aforementioned Blytheville Courier News article, City Police Chief of Gosnell, Arkansas, Darrell Watkins, states that the city's sirens are no longer functional because they aren't compatible with the city's newly updated radio system, meaning that their sirens can't even be set off. We must defer to a few solutions, both at the governmental and personal levels. On a governmental level, there needs to be a far more universal regulation concerning the testing and maintenance of tornado sirens. In a personal email correspondence with the police department in my hometown on March 4, 2013, the police revealed to me that siren testing logs are only used to keep track of which sirens are in proper working order. No one, aside from the safety departments in each individual community, sees them. While it would be nearly impossible for the federal government to enact legislation they could enforce, making demands of their states and their communities concerning the number of active sirens in each community, it is possible for the national government to require states to check the logs of their tornado sirens, and then inflict consequences, such as a loss in funding, on those communities that fail to properly test and repair their sirens over a designated period of time. This being said, the wisest and most impactful decisions rest in our hands, not in those of the government. Therefore, we can turn to 2 personal solutions. First, investigate the town you live in. Tornado siren testing logs are open to the public and can be accessed by making an appointment with your local police station. I discovered that my town has 6 active sirens and that they've all been properly tested. Check the records for the sirens in your community, and if they haven't been tested properly, ask which specific safety department is responsible for the testing and maintenance of tornado sirens in your area and bring it to their attention. Second, it is crucial that we remain prepared. Buy a battery-powered storm warning radio for $20 to $50 for your own home. Also, many cell phone companies are now offering a free and automatic app that connects cell phones directly to NOAA warnings called Wireless Emergency Alerts, or Code Red, depending on the cell phone company you use. The change starts with us. Ensuring our own safety is the first step we must take towards ensuring the safety of others. The people of Andersonville were lucky. The people of Andersonville weren't warned of the tornado that struck their city so hard. According to the aforementioned WSB-TV article, a month later, the citizens are still working hard to rebuild their city and are mourning the death of one of their community members. The power to save lives is in our hands. We have an obligation to act so that our lack of preparation will never again be the reason for the endangerment of people across the country.